Hey guys, it's Mo So Fab here, and I thought I'd give my first quick impressions of Tales of Crestoria, along with kind of a mini guide of what I think you should be doing. So let's first get right in. So I've been playing the game for just over 2 days now. So I'll kind of go over a bit of the pros and the cons about the game, what I think you should be doing as soon as you start. So as soon as you start, here's one major pro of the game. The tutorial is very, very quick. And within the first 5 minutes you'll be able to do a selective summon. So if we go into the summons menu and we check who you can pull, it basically lets you pick any one of these characters here except the first top four in the corner, as they are the game exclusive characters that they introduced to this series. Just a quick disclaimer before I go any further. I am not a major Tales fan. The only Tales game I've actually played was the Tales of Mythology game. I think that's the PlayStation Portable one. And even then, I didn't finish that one. So when it comes to names and the character lore, I won't be up to date. But how I went with this is I just simply chose my favorite character. In that case, that was Leon. And I've been really rolling with him since day one. So what happened was I initially started the game, didn't get any SSRs. And so I did a quick reroll. I managed to get 3 SSRs, including the one that you select. So after that, I've been kind of leveling them up and grinding. So I'll kind of show you what my process was. So after you've done your selective summons and you go into your gift box, you should get the in-game currency for the pre-registration and whatnot, which is like 2,500 gleam stones, I think they're called in this game. So with that, you should be able to do a one summon multi on this banner, and also you'll get some tickets for another banner, which isn't here no more, but it's a ticket banner, which you can do a multi on as well. So my best recommendation is to personally try to re-roll for a bit and try to get at least 2 SSRs, because it's early days in the game and there's all these tier lists and whatnot. By the end of the day, I think you should have fun and pick whoever you want to pick, your favorite husband or waifu in my case, and then just devote the time and effort to level up and grind. And I'm sure your account will be fine because it's early days in the game to begin with. So another thing I really like about this game so far is the whole home screen and the customization, which is pretty neat. The ability to customize your characters with like little cool aesthetic features, like my boy Leon here with the shades, looking like Mr. Stelia Girl. And then you also have Melia there with the cat ears and whatnot. And there's all that level of customization as part of the game. So I think as soon as you start the game, your first action should be to just grind out story mode. It's really easy. And you can pretty much auto most of it for day one. So I think that should be your first action, and just simply grind your way through story. As you can see, I've managed to actually finish all of story mode, where there's 4 chapters, but they're also in different difficulties. So it's normal, hard, and very hard. So I finished everything in normal mode. I'm going through hard mode now, and that's where you'll get a lot of your gleam stones, your premium currencies, the little red gems at the top right corner. So after you've done that, you'll eventually, as you play through story mode, you unlock side stories and whatnot, so you can pretty much just auto that throughout most of your journey. And the great thing about this game is it has an auto function, which is always a pro in every gacha game, because sometimes it's very tedious, and that's just another pro. But as soon as you play through story mode, you'll eventually unlock these power-up quests, and this is the quickest way to level up your characters. I think you unlock it early as before the end of chapter 1, you can unlock this. So when you have unlocked this, just jump on in, and here you should be able to grind out the potions, or I think they're called elixirs in this game, to level up your characters. So for the example, the water character, those are the elixirs that level up the character levels, and the water memoria stones are like these refinement gems that boost the actual equips in the game. Well, I like to call them the equips, but they're the stones that you summon for. So my best recommendation is to just simply grind your way through these till you can do as hard as possible and keep auto grinding and leveling up leveling up your characters. So I might as well quickly show you what I'm working with. So if I quickly jump into allies, here's my party lineup. So this is what I initially started with and I rolled with. So initially I started with Leon, and I had, I think his name's Luke, and I had Melia, that's her name. So I've been using these guys, and I've just been, like I said, autoing story mode, doing the EXP daily quests, and quickly leveling up these characters. Also at the same time doing the materia stone stuff, so I can level up these things, which are their equips, to max level. So then it makes life a lot easier. So these are actually in the wrong order, so if I just quickly equip them to the right bloody people, the game decided not to mix that up. And that goes on to her. So how I got Melia was, if I quickly back out of this, so as I said, quickly speed through story mode, and as you speed through story mode you'll actually complete these challenge quests, or challenge missions as they say. So this is page 8 in the corner, as you can see, but from page 1, if you complete all of them one by one, you'll unlock certain rewards, and I think by page challenge mission 4 you can actually get a free SSR ticket, and with that SSR ticket, that's how I got Melia. So that's how I got my 4 SSRs, as you can see at the front line, and I've simply just been autoing most of the game, unfortunately, which is a negative. I do feel like it's a bit of one of those idle farming games where you just let the game do its thing and come back. The only time I've really had major intervention was in the raid bosses, which are another function of this game, arena, which is PvP, or during, well, actually, yeah, it's only really those two, and sometimes in the very hard quests. So that's a negative so far, but the pros are obviously the auto functioning. The great game looks absolutely gorgeous for a mobile game. Like graphically, it's just really cool. The cooler interactions between characters at the end screen as well, you'll find. The character room, which is great for customizing your characters and adding your own twist to them, which I think is a Common Tales feature. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that one. But what I also recommend is blasting through story mode. As I said, after you finish that, you'll need a lot of gold. So I'll just quickly go through one quest and let it auto and show you a bit what's going on. So I'll just do this one because I've only got 5 stamina. But as soon as you start the game, and you've done your tutorial summons, and the game's let you off the leash to be free, I quickly, on team setup, I quickly set auto select and just roll with that, because that will set up your main team, your sub team, and your substones. I'll probably make a separate video on how substones work if that's something that people want. But for now, this is the main team I'm working with, so I'll just press begin quest, and I'll let that auto, and you can kind of see a bit of the gameplay. It's kind of another pro is it's a 3-on-3 fighting game. Not fighting game, what am I saying? 3-on-3 action RPG game, which is really cool. As you can see, my character is pretty much dominating and just speed running through this. But yeah, as you can see, yeah, this is just normal gameplay day to day. It has normal gameplay features from every gacha game. There's an element wheel in the top left corner with your standard character attributions, what's stronger than what. As you can see, also I'm doing supers, but there's no animation, so you can disable that. I disabled that to make things a lot faster on the grind. So if you go to settings, you can actually, I think it's skip mystic arts, where whenever they do their quote-unquote super moves, you can actually skip the animation. I did that initially just to speed things up for the early days. I should change that back, but which I will right now, because the animations are really quite cool in this game. So as you can see, here's one right now. I always forget her name, Mysteria or something like that. But yeah, as you can see, the game looks graphically gorgeous, and it's just really slick, which I really do want this game to do well, so that's why I'm trying to heavily promote it and try to get people on board. Because if you're a Tales fan, I definitely think you should pick this up, and I definitely give it a try. And I think if you're not even a Tales fan, if you're just a fan of general RPGs and the anime aesthetic of the game, I think you should definitely give it a shot. But like I said, the great thing about the game as well is the tutorial is very damn quick, so you can finish it up in like 5 minutes and re-roll and get your characters to get whichever character you want to your heart's content, as long as you're patient. But the thing is, you can select your first card or first character, which is always a pro. But yeah, that's a typical day in mission. Once the mission's finished, this is another really pro I like, the character interactions. right now I didn't get any, but sometimes you'll see like characters like I don't know, like Leo, Melia react with that Mystia girl, for example, and that's another cool interaction. Um, but yeah, finish mission, you get some gold for this gold quest and whatnot. And another great pro about this game is the ability to retry, which I know is a quality of life update that a lot of gacha games get later down the line. And mind you, I've played a lot of gacha games, like a lot. I played games. At one point in my life, I was playing 8 gacha games, like religiously, and now I only play 3, which is a lot more better because I can focus and prioritize and put all my effort into those 3. But yeah, this quality of life update is one of the later ones, and the game got it quite early on, which is really good. So that's just a typical quest you can do. There's also these limited quests, which I'm assuming are going to be this game's events. Obviously, it's the first couple of days of the game's been out, so I don't think there'll be an event until a couple of weeks later, probably like 2 weeks. We'll get our first event for this game. But yeah, what else should you be doing? I recommend doing arena every time. You get a chance. You can do 5 tickets, and they take like 2 hours to recharge one. But basically, when you wake up in the morning, just multi-battle, which means that you in succession and just do 5 in a row and get those points, because you get some really good rewards. You get these really good tokens for exchange, good items and characters, and you get some good rewards as well. So I recommend doing arena always. I recommend always doing your daily missions as well. These daily missions in this game are kind of cumbersome, but I've done mine already, so I'll just show you what some of them are. So they're pretty easy, like clear 5 quests, which you'll do automatically if you're playing the game. Clear a power quest. So these are kind of like the ones I showed you with the EXP potions, or the elixirs, what you want to call them. A Gald quest, which is the gold currency in the game. Do one of them. This one's easy. Create a quest using a support character. So before you go to any mission, just take a support character. Standard gacha mechanics. Train a character, which you'll do as normal. Refine a Memoria Stone, which is basically leveling up those Memoria Stones, the equips. Battle in the arena, and donate 1 item to guild. So I'll talk about guilds and raids. So as you go through the game, obviously, like I said, speed rush story mode to unlock all the extra features, which are like raid, guild. So raid, if I jump into raid right now, these are basically standard raid battles where you can jump in and help people. I'll try helping this one now just to quickly show people and demonstrate. So this is how to complete that daily mission. You don't need to kill the boss, you just need to help and get the awards at the end of it. So I'll let this auto do its thing while I talk over it. But yeah, these are standard raid battles. You can jump in any time, and I think 20 people can jump into max. And your contributions on the top left corner there, the more you contribute, the better rewards you get. So in the first wave I contributed 1,560. I don't know if that's damage or how it calculates that, but that's my contribution so far. And if you want to check how you're doing on the contribution side, I think you can click on menu, and then you'll see right there, I'm actually 6th contribution at the minute. I've just joined, but that's pretty good. Let's see how far I can get. But you'll see the boss's life. It looks like the boss has a lot of life, but that will go down really quickly, because at the minute, yep, he's dead already, ironically. As I was about to say, there's 20 people that can jump in. There were, I think, how many people was contributing that fight? There was like 7-ish. But yeah, this is the end screen. And if you just do that, there's my rewards. That's what you get. If you manage to be the MVP, they say, aka the guy who's doing the most damage, you'll get more rewards. So yeah, that's how you complete the raid mission. So just do one of them daily, and that will take your BP, which you'll get plenty of, so don't worry about that. And then once you speed through story mode, you'll unlock guilds, and all you gotta do is join a guild or make your own guild. So here's my guild. I didn't know what to name it, so I just named it Val's Fies, I think, something really stupid, because I had a recommendation from a friend. But yeah, currently at the minute the game is a bit slow, which is a con. I think that's generally, I don't know, it's a transition between loading screens. But here's my guild, and all you need to do for the daily mission is just donate something. So you can donate an item or donate a guild, donate something. I usually just donate. I always make sure to donate gold, max gold, because that's really useful as a guild leader. So you can buy level up like EXP gains and all these extra stuff for your guild members. But that's another topic which I probably will go into if this video does well and everyone just wants it, because I do want to really push out this game's content. So we have donate items, which is what you want to do for the mission. So you can donate as 1 item and it'll do the thing, but yeah, if you donate 1 item, that will complete your daily mission. So make sure to do that daily. But if you're part of a guild, always try to donate max gold, so the guild does really well. But yeah, I won't go into that. Here's one of the cons I want to talk about. I think at the minute the game does feel a bit slow in general, and I think that just might be it's the first time it's been released and it's the initial release, and I don't know, transitioning between the guild especially is very slow because I don't know if it's trying to reconnect to the chat, because I do get a lot of errors and I'm sure many. Oh, there you go, I've got the error. Your connection with the chat was lost. Would you like to reconnect? So just retry. I'm sure it'll work this time. Yeah, it's reconnected. But yeah, that's a major con, I think. It's quite slow to navigate between menus. Well, hopefully, yeah, there you go. So, right, so I think that's mainly it for my little run through of the game and what I think you should be doing and some of my pros and my cons. So I definitely think if you're a fan of Tales of Crestoria or any Tales game in general, you should definitely check this game out, because I think the game is doing a great start for a gacha game in its first release, because I've seen many other gacha games on their first release where they had nothing, but this game does a lot of things right to begin with. For example, like the auto button, which is like a great quality of life update that most games get later down the line. The ability to, customize your characters are quite unique to this game and whatnot. Oh, actually, I forgot one thing. What's really good about this game is actually the story, which is kind of ironic for a gacha game, but I did read somewhere online that the creators of Tales actually wanted to kind of make this like a mainline Tales game, so they've actually invested a lot of time in the story mode. So that's one of your things that really motivates you to play a game, or kind of spurs you on. I think this game's story mode is one of the better ones compared to other gacha game story modes. So yeah, that's another really good one. So I think another pro is the whole free-to-play concept. At the minute, I think you can be F2P. Well, it's just the initial start of the game, but it does seem free-to-play friendly, as I've got saved up a lot of gleam stones, and there's plenty more to farm up through the story, for the event, through the daily events, and just leveling up your characters. Because as you level them up and use the characters more, there's a thing called affinity. And that affinity, basically, as you level those levels up, you get more gleam stones for each character. So that's another thing to get free gleam stones from. So don't worry about the catcher. I wouldn't recommend summoning to begin with on any of the banners, but I would recommend taking the time to save that up and just see what the game has coming up in the future for the characters. So I think before we end this video, I think I'll just do a summon just for content and see what we can do. So I'm not expecting an SSR. If we pull an SSR, yay, look, good luck there. If not, whatever. But let's just do a 10 multi and see what we get. I don't know what I really want, but any SSR I'll be happy with. So if it's a rainbow, we get SSR. If not, gold will give us an SR. It might change. Oh, we got SSR. There you go. Let's see who we got. So it looks like we got 1 SSR and 2 golds. So let's just quickly zoom through. So in this game, rares are not really characters. They're just those materia stones that you equip. I'll call them equip for short to make it more general. The only characters you're actually playable with are the SRs and the SSRs, which is now, who did I get? Oh, I got, what's his name? I think his name is Yuri. Is his name Yuri? Yeah, Yuri. I don't know. He's an Earth unit, so I'll take it. That's another Earth SSR that I don't have. So, every SSR is a pro. So yeah, whenever you summon SSRs, you get this really cool animation where they come up and they do the little speech thing. So I'll let him finish talking. Yeah, whatever. Next. So let's see what SRs have I got. This person, I don't know. Sorry if anyone's a fan of her. Like I said, not a major Tales fan here. But as a pro, like, it shows that you don't have to be a Tales fan to get into this game. Because I do like the character designs. I think they're really cool to begin with. So let's see who we get. Blah blah blah. SR. Another rare. And the last but not least, who's our last SR? This guy named Ruka Milda. Never heard of you, but whatever. So yeah, SRs get the same treatment too because they're characters you summon. So yeah, if any first time you summon, because in this game you summon from Memoria Stones, which actually aren't characters, but every time you get a new Memoria Stone, if it's SR or above, that's actually a new character. So if I go next, There you go. Those are the actual characters I summoned. So let me just lock up. Can I lock him up from this screen? Oh, wrong character. Don't want to lock you up. I don't think you can lock from the screen. That's interesting. Okay, whatever. But yeah, so that's a good result. I'll take that. Yes, I am enjoying Tales of Crestoria, but I will not rate your game right now. So yeah, I think that's the end of my video and my quick little discussions on my, some of the pros of the game, some of the cons. Like I said, if you did enjoy the video, please hit a like and please hit that subscribe button. It really does help to promote the channel and really does support the channel in every way possible. And please leave a comment to which SSR did you pick for your tutorial summon, and which character have you run with, and how much are you liking the game so far. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and till next time, catch you later. Bye.
孤独を積み重ねた思いが枯れた大地に落とした涙一粒の雫は広がって色とりどりの花を咲かしてく Yeah 意のない符を振り回して傷つけて傷ついて暗闇で叫んでた今光